What is going on, my Houston Texans family? Welcome back to the 713 Houston Sportscast. I am your host, Ruben Calvillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content here, so if you are new to the channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I have a question for you guys today, and that is, what if the Houston Texans went out there and traded for Lamar Jackson? What if the rebuild for Houston started with Demeco Ryans as your head coach and Lamar Jackson, the 2019 NFL MVP, as your quarterback? As a fan on the outside looking in, I think this is a no-brainer for the Houston Texans. You have more than enough resources to not only afford Lamar Jackson, but also still have money left over to build around Lamar Jackson, something that the Baltimore Ravens didn't do, right? I take you back to the tweet that Rashawn Bateman, wide receiver from them, put out, right, which he quickly deleted. He said, "How about you play to your player's strength and stop pointing the finger at us at number 8? Blame the one you let do this. We take the heat 24/7 and keep us healthy, care about us, and see what happened. Ain't no promises, though. Tired of y'all lying and camping on players for no reason. We knew the situation up there in Baltimore is rocky, and when you are the Houston Texans, this is a golden opportunity for you to get a generational type quarterback in Lamar Jackson, the 2019 MVP. Need I say more, right? The GM for the Baltimore Ravens, Eric DeCosta, he put out a statement, and it said, having not yet reached a long-term deal with Lamar Jackson, we will use the franchise tag. There have been many instances across the league and in Baltimore when a player has been designated with the franchise tag and signed a long-term deal that same year. We will continue to negotiate in good faith with Lamar, and we are hopeful that we can strike a long-term deal that is both fair for Lamar and the Ravens." That is a huge piece in this tweet. Our ultimate goal is to build a championship team with Lamar Jackson leading the way for many years to come. Meaning, Lamar Jackson, I know you want to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, which you deserve to be. $50 million a year is what I think Lamar Jackson deserves. The 2019 NFL MVP, he himself is the offense. And when you are thinking about the possibility of adding it to the Houston Texans, well, it just excites you. And the type of franchise tag that the Baltimore Ravens put on Lamar Jackson, the non-exclusive tag, means that they will allow him to talk to any other NFL teams. And if one does fall in love with Lamar Jackson and they put out a contract there that the Baltimore Ravens can't or won't match, well, then in return, the Baltimore Ravens will get 2 first-round picks. And for Lamar Jackson, that is highway robbery. Let's not forget what the Houston Texans got in return for Deshaun Watson, who was not even in the MVP, not even any conversation of MVP, and that is 3 first-round picks, 1 third-round pick, 2 fourth. This would be a huge steal for the Houston Texans, right? And I already know there's a lot of people talking about, well, you are gonna not only have to trade the number 2 and whatever pick is higher next year. Well, that is worth it for Lamar Jackson, who is still only 26 years old and is still in his prime. There is no question about his play on the field and off the field. Lamar Jackson is a generational type quarterback. Lamar Jackson with Demeco Ryans will win championships here on the Houston Texans. Dare I say, in the first year, if Lamar Jackson becomes a Houston Texans, we will make the playoffs. Nonetheless, because you have these resources, because you have money, like I said, to not only get Lamar Jackson, but to build around him, the Houston Texans next year are slated to have $130 million worth of cap space. If Lamar Jackson does indeed cost you $50 million, well, 130 minus 50, that leaves you still with $80 million left to mess around with and build around Lamar Jackson, something that the Baltimore Ravens failed to do. Then you also have to consider we will still have our first round pick, our second round pick, our third round pick. This is the golden ticket for the Houston Texans. And if you want to win now and not really give up your future and kind of, this is the perfect scenario for the Houston Texans. You go out there, you trade for Lamar Jackson, you show everyone that you are for real, you put butts in seats, and everyone is just waiting for week 1 because this Houston Texans team with Demeco Ryans, with Lamar Jackson, will be very special. go ahead and do it, Houston. You have my endorsement. I know that doesn't mean much, but the Houston Texans, go out there and get the 2019 NFL MVP. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the possibility of Lamar Jackson. As always, go Houston Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.